I'm going to refer to a letter that I had written to all 21 towns, and I also wrote it to Al Faiello and the county freeholders, which hopefully you have read the letter by now. But all the counties, I mean, all the towns in Union County are being pretty much faced with reevaluation, and it's a very costly reevaluation. I don't know if, what the cost, but to me it seems like it's maybe $100 a house, and I don't know how many houses are in this county. Maybe Mike Yuski, he's going to be a man of numbers, but it might be 250,000 houses, so $100. No, that's like $25 million. What the letter proposed, and it had to do, going back a couple of years, it had to do with when you sold Runnels Hospital. And what Runnels Hospital had was some operating costs of somewhere around $13 to $18 million going into the budget. It's really tough numbers to dig out specifically. But anyway, you sold the hospital, and yet you didn't give that money back to the taxpayers. You basically folded it in to your budget. And then the letter goes on to talk about last year you had a $50 million surplus line item, actually, a surplus line of $50 million. That's 10% of the budget. So, I mean, obviously these Runnel operational costs that shouldn't be in the budget are now accruing quickly. This year, again, there's probably another $15 million, and that puts it around $65 million worth of surplus monies that the county has, and I'm not really seeing any big expenditures. So this is actually free money that's sitting within your budget. So the proposal that I put forth to all the towns, since they're all facing this major cost of revaluation, is that this extra money should be some kind of shared service grant between the county level and the town level. I know you guys like 50% grant. I always want to hear 100% grants, but at least 50% would maybe be about $15 million going to the towns to offset this major cost that every single town is facing. Westfield and Plainfield, I believe, are the two towns actually mandated by the state to reevaluate their homes. So, right now, it's a drop dead for Westfield and Plainfield. But, the other towns, of course, are hurting. Some already actually did it, and if anything, I'd like to see their costs offset by all this extra money. So that's my proposal. Hopefully the towns do pick up on it, because I sent it to all of them, and they will advocate that the county distributes this extra money. You did that on the sale of the Runnels. You had about $4 million left over. And so you came out with the infrastructure grant, which is great, and you're spreading it around to the towns, and they're all happy. So here's another one. This one's major, a major issue that the towns are facing, and I'm just asking you, follow this proposal, read the letter, get with the towns, or the towns can get with you. If you want me to get involved, I'll form some kind of committee. I'll be glad to help out. It would save a lot of money to all the taxpayers in the county. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Paterson. I did get your letter, and I did read it, and I do want to address it briefly. I'm not going to address your underlying assumptions concerning the money, because we've discussed those before, and I believe your assumptions are incorrect. But I do want to address the issue of the reval as a possible shared service, because if doable, it might be a way to save money. But having spent 20 years in local government as a municipal attorney, as you know I did, I'm familiar with the concept of a municipal revaluation, and I don't believe that doing it as a shared service across all of the municipalities in the county is a doable thing. First of all, not all municipalities want to do one now. Many don't. As you said, there are some towns that are under state order to do it, but looking at it and giving it some thought, I think it's not an idea that really is doable under the circumstances. But we're always willing to hear your ideas and consider them. Thank you. Any other, we'll make one other comment, and that's why we have the county council. There may be a conflict problem with the county funding the reval, because the county tax board hears appeals from those valuation, so that may be of concern.